Hi, in this part I will explain you how to judge the required elements for a single row. You already saw the video where we did the required elements, the first part, where you just had to look for powers, gymnastics, reps and so on, and releases. But this time we're going to look at the other part, which are the other judges that have to judge the required elements, and they look for series. Series of crosses, series of multiples, or a series of skills or jumps done backwards. You will see that you will not have to write a lot of things down. Here you saw 2 crosses in a row, but we only write something down if they do at least 4 crosses in a row. So, sorry, but no 4 crosses in a row. Here we saw 2 multiples in a row, but not 4 multiples in a row, so we don't write anything down. Here it did 2 clear skills backwards, but we need to have 4 skills done backwards in order to write a capital B for backwards, so still nothing. So here once again he starts jumping backwards, but immediately he goes forwards again, so once again no capital B. Once again I see 2 multiples in a row, it's really a pity, but nothing. Again, an isolated multiple, an isolated cross, nothing. Jumping backwards, 1, 2, 3, and also this one, the skill where you go from backwards to frontwards also counts as a backward skill. So here we clearly have 4 skills done backwards. We had 3 triples in a row, and then we had some kind of a release, which is great. They were not inconsecutive, that doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be a series, you can do some basic jumps in between, but he definitely did 4 skills backwards, and there were 4 skills done backwards, so basically he gets 1 capital B. And once again, he only does 3 triple unders in a row, and we need to have 4 triple unders in a row to write a capital T. Jumping backwards, but not doing 4 jumps backwards, not doing, 4 skills backwards. This was a very interesting series, because he jumps forwards 3 different triple unders, something with a TJ, an inverse TJ, maybe an EB, I don't remember, but he did 3 triples in a row, and all of them contained crosses. Do we write something down? No, sorry, but they were, because we didn't have 4. We're always looking for at least a series of 4. But let's assume that he did a 4th one right afterwards. So he did a TJ, the inverse TJ, an EB, and a triple under TS, for instance. What would you write down? First of all, you would write down a capital T. Why? Because he did 4 triples in a row. Great. But don't forget, you also have to write a C, because he did 4 crosses in a row. There were crosses in multiples, I don't care. There were also 4 crosses in a row. So for those 4 skills, you would get a capital T and also a C. So 2 symbols for only 4 skills in a row. That is possible. And if you would have done those backwards, you would even have a capital B, because he did 4 skills backwards. So that's good to remember. If you do 4 triple unders backwards, with things under your legs, or with at least crosses which are more difficult than the crisscross, then you already have 4 backward skills, that's a capital B. You already have 4 crosses in a row, that's a capital C, and another capital T for the 4 triples in a row. If you would do it with doubles, which is also great, then you would have the backward skills again, you would have crosses again, but then you would have a capital D for doubles. Then he continues now jump, and then he goes backwards, but once again we have the same problem. He only did 3 skills backwards, so sorry, no backwards, no capital B. Forwards he does 2 crosses in a row, 1 triple under, or a quad, then again only 2 crosses in a row, another triple, which is great, but only 1. And here you clearly see he did 4 triples in a row, so that's definitely a capital T. Not all of them contained a cross. And then he keeps on going. He does a lot, really a lot, and he goes on and he goes on and he goes on until the end of the routine, which is really good for difficulty probably, but for the variation part, he already got the capital T for the triples that he did in a row. Even if he would do right after it in his series that he's doing now another 4 triple unders or another 4 double unders, I'm sorry, I don't care. They have to be clearly separated. He has to do, for instance, 4 triple unders or 5 or 6 or 7, and then do some other skills like a frog and a release and maybe 1 triple. That's not a problem, but then only then he can start again with a series of multiples again. So once again, it is very easy to get all your points for the required elements because you can combine a lot of things. Basically, if you do 4 triple unders backwards all with crosses in it, you already have a lot of points for the required elements.